Joyce, I suppose the key word there is learning. What did your team learn from that tonight?
We learned that we've got to be better with the ball first off. We've got to have more structure in our play to get greater control than what we had, and we didn't really deal with their direct style. We don't come up with that against that a lot. So we knew what was coming. We didn't deal with it well enough, and ultimately that's cost us in the game. But yeah, we was well in the game first half, and then obviously events happen in the second half, and it becomes a really difficult game when you're down to 10 men. So hell of a lot of learning. Great event, good night, and it's been a good tour.
I suppose a big positive from this is the fact that you're missing a few key players because they're with the first team. How does that make you feel that some of the youth players are already with the first team and not playing in this game tonight? That's what it's all about.
That's our job, isn't it? So yeah, obviously the more that go up, the better. But they have to be ready when they go up. Players have impressed the manager, and they've had opportunities, and they've got to keep doing that. And we've got to make sure the next ones are ready, and so they can transition as smoothly as possible.
Travis, what sort of lessons can our youngsters learn from nights like tonight? In control, in possession, technically really good, but then some of the physical moments of adult football can sort of come unstuck a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I think you've said it yourself there. So there was some good play, but we weren't quite structured enough in our positioning. So the good play was harder to come by. We should have had more moments than what we did. And then the physical side of it, listen, if you're better with the ball, you have less physical moments. So they go hand in hand. So we weren't good enough with the ball. We carry a threat because we've got good players, but we should have posed more of a threat. And then we didn't defend well enough on 2 or 3 key occasions. The ball ends up in the back of your net twice, and you're chasing the game from that point. So yeah, both ends of the pitch, a little bit of structure, we'll take a lot from it.
How do you manage that crossover when you're thinking, okay, they're kind of ready for men's football, or maybe let's just stay with us another year? What sorts of discussions happen, and how do you manage that crossover into men's football?
Yeah, so obviously key staff meet on a regular basis to discuss what the right programme and plan is for our players. The manager and Darren Fletcher have a big say in terms of the greatest development is in the building around world-class players, and you can see that with Cobby, you can see that with some of the other boys' performances early on in pre-season. I've seen some players in the last couple of days for the first time in 3 or 4 weeks, and you can see a different intent and intensity to their training. So being around world-class players and world-class staff is only going to make them better, but sometimes the next bit means they need to go and play senior football elsewhere. So we have regular discussions around that. There's a lot of thought put into it. I feel we generally get it right. There's always a risk that loans don't quite work, but players shouldn't be overly judged on their first loans either. It's a difficult transition, it's not easy. And listen, I think as a football club we get it right more times than not. Individuals do progress, but it's not a straightforward process.
Quickly on Johnny Evans, back in the fold now. How has he fitted? Has he slotted in well? And some of the young players learned a little bit from Johnny as well?
Yeah, he's been brilliant around the group. Come straight in, passing on his experience to the staff, to the players. Just fitted straight in, and listen, he's a fantastic human being with great experience. So it's for him to be around our lads, much like Tom Huddleston, to have those players around you on a regular basis can only quicken up the development of our players. Cheers.
The United Stand pre-season tour sponsored by Manscaped. Discover the power of 3 with Manscaped's unique trimmers. Get the right tools for the job at manscaped.com. Manscaped, your body will thank you.